Tonight on Reality Check, as the deeply discriminatory Citizenship Amendment Bill becomes law, fear and anxiety has gripped India's Muslims. The Home Minister has sought to reassure them, saying that even though the bill leaves out Muslims, it does not target them. But they have seen, as we have, the many other things that the Home Minister has said. Notably that the bill is a precursor to a National Citizens Register, which will exempt members of all other religions except Muslims. And as the experience of the NRC in Assam suggests, this carries the threat that millions of genuine Indian citizens could face the fear of loss of citizenship. Now, this anxiety amongst the community is widespread. See these tweets from well-known English language journalists that we're putting up on the screen for you. This is a tweet from Sabah Naqvi. How much time do we have? Where will they send us? Questions, she says, I'm being asked. This is a tweet by the television journalist Maria Shakil. I'm getting frantic calls from several relatives in Bihar, UP and other states. All Indian citizens, all are asking, how much time do we have? What kind of paperwork do we need? What happens next? The fear is palpable. The political class must allay fears with concrete solutions. This anxiety has provoked different sorts of responses. Some are calling for a boycott of the NRC. Here is Shahid Siddiqui. Indian Muslims should follow Mahatma Gandhi and go for a peaceful boycott of the NRC. Don't come forward to give any documents. Let them declare 200 million Muslims illegal and build camps for them. India today needs another Gandhi, another freedom movement from hate and bigotry. Several young Muslims also tweeting on similar lines. Doesn't matter what the consequences will be, it's time to hashtag boycott NRC. Asma R tweeting, my family have decided we will boycott NRC, whatever will be the consequences, and so on and so forth. While others are digging into their records to gather evidence to prove something they have taken for granted, the right to be an Indian. Maryam Alavi travelled to Aligarh in Uttar Pradesh, hours east of Delhi, to its famous Aligarh Muslim University, where almost everyone, faculty, students and domestic help are scrambling for documents.
हमारे फादर के उनकी डेथ हो गई, वो भी प्रोफेसर थे बिहार यूनिवर्सिटी में, तो उनके कागजात हैं हमारे सिस्टर वगैरह के यहाँ, तो उसको लेके देखना होगा. हमारे ग्रैंडफादर के नौकरी के कागज वगैरह वो नहीं मिल रहे हैं. मैं तो रहता यहाँ हूँ.
In Aligarh, we meet Dr. Mohammad Sajjad. Dr. Sajjad is a professor of history at the Aligarh Muslim University. His family is from Muzaffarpur district in Bihar. His father and grandfather have worked in government services. The family go back 4 generations to being landowners in Bihar. And yet, like many here, he is anxious about having to prove something that he had taken for granted, Indian citizenship.
ढूंढने की कोशिश की, हमने चाहा कि वहाँ एक आग जो जानने वाले हैं वो कोई डॉक्यूमेंट निकालें, वो उन्होंने, अब वो अर्ली 70s में वो रिटायर हुए, तो अब वो कोई रिकॉर्ड ऐसा मिल नहीं पा रहा है.
The Home Minister has claimed that the citizenship bill will not target Muslims.
ये बिल कहीं पर भी 0.001% भी इस देश की माइनॉरिटी के खिलाफ नहीं है.
But the reality on the ground is different. Mohammad Shoaib Irfan is an MSW student at the Aligarh Muslim University and his family is from Lucknow.
अमित शाह सर का बयान आपने सुना कि उन्होंने कहा कि सारी माइनॉरिटीज से बुद्धिस्ट एंड ऑल द माइनॉरिटी विल बी सेफ, बट उसमें इस्लाम का नाम, मुस्लिम्स का नाम आया ही नहीं.
This is Hamza Sufyan. His ancestors were landowning farmers from Azamgarh, but they moved to Aligarh after his father got a job in Aligarh Muslim University.
जब से ये डिक्लेयर किया गया है कि यूपी में भी इसको एनआरसी को लागू किया जाएगा, वोटर कार्ड है, आधार कार्ड है, राशन कार्ड है, जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं हम लोग उसको इकट्ठा कर रहे हैं, उसमें देख रहे हैं कोई चीज़ गलत तो नहीं है, सारी चीज़ें सही हैं.
कहाँ रखे हुए हमारे कागज? फर्द रखी होगी. फर्द होगी, हमारे पास नहीं है.
But the search for ancestral records is not always easy.
मैंने जो है वही अपनी जो जमीन थी उसके फर्द निकलवाई है, जो हमारे बाप दादा की पुरानी पुरजों की जो जमीन थी उसकी जो है मैंने 400 साल या 300 साल 100 साल पुरानी वो कागज की जो फर्द निकलवाई है.
Mohammad Rais is a medical store owner in Aligarh.
हमारे परदादा थे, उनकी मतलब नाम है, फिर हमारे दादा का है, फिर उन जब वो खत्म हो गए तो हम लोगों का आ गया है, तो हम प्रूव कर सकते हैं कि ये हमारे
आप ही का जमीन.
जी.
Inaccuracies crop up, adding to anxieties.
नेम का जो सरनेम होता है, सरनेम कहीं कुछ और लगा दिया, कहीं कुछ और लग दिया, कहीं अब्दुल कयूम है, मोहम्मद कयूम कर दिया, कहीं आलम लगा दिया, कहीं आलम नहीं है।
तुम लोग तो बाहर रहते हो।
The anxiety is higher amongst the less privileged. Naseema and Shamima are both from Bihar and are working in Aligarh as domestic help. They worry that they may not have their paperwork in order. कुछ दिनों पहले आप अपने गांव
गए थे, 1 महीने के लिए गई थी मैं।
क्यों गए थे?
यही कागज उगज सही करवाने के लिए कि वहाँ का बोले कि बाप दादा के कागज लेकर आइए और नहीं तो निकाला जाएगा अलीगढ़ से भी तुम लोग को भी। तो इसी चक्कर में गए थे, मगर वो भी कागज नहीं मिला।
एक डर खौफ बढ़ गए हैं मुसलमानों के अंदर कि ये पता नहीं कल हो के क्या हो जाए, कैसे हो ना हो, कोई पता नहीं है।
ये सिर्फ मुसलमानों के अंदर वहाँ डर बहुत बैठा है।
Back in their village, they say that it is only Muslims that they see in the offices trying to get their papers in order.
मुसलमान वहाँ लोग रह रहे हैं, वो लोग तो सब तैयारी कर रहे हैं, अपने कागज करवा रहे हैं, इसलिए कि कहीं हमें निकाल ना दिया जाए हिंदुस्तान से।
दूसरे लोगों को क्यों फिक्र नहीं है?
पता नहीं, उन लोग को तो बस देख के आराम से रह रहे थे, हमें तो उनको कोई नहीं लगा। वो उन लोग का यही है कि हम लोग को क्यों निकाला जाएगा, हम लोग के पास सब प्रूफ है, जिनके पास प्रूफ नहीं होगा उनको निकाला जाएगा।
With camera person Sushil Rathi, this is Mariam Alavi for NDTV.
Joining us tonight on the show, we have Farah Naqvi with us, writer and activist. Also Anas Tanveer, advocate Supreme Court, someone who's also working in the area of civil liberties. Shoaib Danyal, assistant editor, Scroll.in, is on the show with us. And also Zafar Sareshwala, who's former Chancellor, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, and someone who's been a very vocal supporter of Prime Minister Modi. Farah, let me start with you. We saw, in fact, a tweet there from your sister, saying that these are the questions that are being asked of her. And then we also heard those voices in that report from Aligarh. Is this indeed what we've come to?
You know, I never appear on television shows, Vasu, as a Muslim. I have appeared always as an activist, as an Indian, for all the work that I do.
Yes.
But today I am forced to sit here and respond to you as an Indian Muslim. And I will tell you that I am worried about the nation I will leave for my child. This is just last month, give me a minute.
No, please.
We were in Lucknow and it was a beautiful, we were inaugurating my grandfather's portrait in the Awadh Bar. He was a freedom fighter and he was a senior criminal lawyer. This morning I woke up and I thought of him and I said, my Abba Jan was a freedom fighter. This is the country that he did not fight for. He did not fight for a nation in which we would be so divided. He did not fight for a country. You know, the smugness and superiority I have felt my entire life when I encounter Pakistanis. I have felt such pride saying, अपना मुल्क देखो, इस्लामिक मुल्क है तुम्हारा मुल्क, हमारा मुल्क देखो कितना शानदार है. It has diversity, it is syncretic. हमारे खानदान में हिंदू, मुस्लिम, ईसाई, Christian, everybody is there in my family. This was today India is diminished. Don't worry about me as an Indian Muslim. All of India, the pride that we had in what this country was, has been given a hammer blow by what this government has done. And the consequences are going to be terrible for the future generations. It's like we have to, so, you know, we must take inspiration from the freedom struggle, because today we are right back to defending the very values of the Constitution that we held so dear. We are actually battling for that very Constitution, and we will take inspiration from them and say this is not the country of our dreams.
True. Anas, at a more practical level, because you also are working with members of the Muslim community, we saw that report that Mariam did from Aligarh about people who are scrambling for their records, for their documents. Is this just the case of that one place in Aligarh, or is this become widespread?
No, not at all.
Everywhere.
Not at all. And
Everywhere.
It did not start with cab. It did not start with cab. when on 31st August the NRC final list was issued, since that time I have been getting frantic calls, I have been getting DMs on my Twitter, I have been getting messages from very far off, from Bihar, from Odisha, from Bengal, especially from Bengal.
From whom? Who are these people?
Muslims.
Okay.
Mostly Muslims, because see, we can all say that India has lost and this has happened, but the attack is apparently clearly on Muslims. This is not, saying, limiting it to saying that no, India has lost and everyone is in the same boat. No. I am, as a Muslim, in a very different boat. The attack is directly on me.
So you're saying that you are getting these messages. I mean, in a sense, but I'll come to that. But in a wider sense, an attack on Muslims, an attack on any community on India is an attack on India. But you're right that in a more specific sense, I have completely acknowledged that it's different for Muslims. But these people who are reaching out to you, these are what? Again, Muslims from across a range of spectrum, saying what? What should we do? Hum kya kare? Is that what they're saying?
There are two kinds of people whom I have encountered. One in Assam. In Assam, earlier when I went there this November, there were both Hindus and Muslims who came to me saying that these are our documents, can you help us file the appeal? And we offered to do that free of cost.
Right.
However, when I went to Ranchi recently, and there it was mostly Muslims who were petrified by the idea, who came to me and showed me their documents on their phone. They had it all scanned. See, there's some mistake. Muhammad is written as MD. Will this be a problem?
Okay.
So can I just come in? When because you've talked about other states. I really think that our first fear today. Look, I mean, I can get emotional because I think it's a monumental. It's a moment.
It is an emotional time. It is a difficult time.
So. It is absolutely. It's a knife in the heart of the Indian Constitution, and I think we should all be emotional, frankly.
Sure.
But we don't need to worry about educated and privileged Muslims like me, Vasu. My first fear also this morning was for those 4 to 5 lakh Muslims who have been left out of the NRC in Assam. They are the immediate and first target of this bill. They are the ones whose future is likely to be a detention center unless all of India wakes up to the fact that we are likely to put 4 lakh Muslims in detention centers. I mean, what kind of a country are we creating?
Right. No, very true. Zafar Sareshwala, now you actually tweeted to me, and we'll just put that tweet up on the screen because I had got into a Twitter exchange with Tejasvi Surya of the BJP, and you said, tomorrow with NRC, if for whatever reason Srinivasan Jain, Zafar Sareshwala and Tejasvi Surya can't get through the NRC, but you too, because of this citizenship amendment bill, will get citizenship. But a Zafar Sareshwala will either be thrown in the ocean or put in a detention center. Zafar Sareshwala. Was this you being rhetorical or to make the wider point? Or are you expressing a genuine fear?
No, not at all. It's not rhetoric at all. I mean, see, this CAB, I don't know why they are debating on that. We have no problem. Muslims have no problem if you are giving citizenship to the persecuted Hindus or Sikhs from Pakistan, Bangladesh or Afghanistan. That's not the issue at all. The issue is NRC. And the issue is the pure discrimination. Because only yesterday, the Chief Minister of Assam and their one minister who's a recent convert.
Himanta.
The turncoat. I call him a turncoat. Yes. I mean, the kind of abuse he was heaping on Narendra Modi and Amit Shah very recently. Suddenly he is like a Naya Musalman. To show his holier than thou attitude. He has said yesterday, don't worry. Now listen to me. I'm coming to that. Yes, it is not rhetorical at all. Because I am also receiving phone calls from people like judges of High Court, army officers, professors. But yes, what Farah said, the issue is about the lower strata, the poor Muslims. And there is clear distinction that
once again,
only
Zafar
the Muslims
Sarishwala.
in this country will have to prove that they are citizens of India.
But I want
Nobody
to ask you
else will
this.
have to do it.
I want to ask you this, and this actually a lot of people, and this comes up with you, I'm sorry to say quite a lot, when a lot of people were actually even raising this on Twitter, that you have been a defender of Mr. Modi and in a sense of the BJP. You have argued that he's not anti-minority. I mean, some would say this was coming. Where was the doubt that they were going to go ahead with this? They had announced this months, years ago, in a more wider abstract sense of trying to delegitimize Muslims, of persecuting them, and now they have managed to achieve it through a legislative legal instrument. Were you completely, I mean, you didn't see this coming?
I've seen the worst atrocities in 2002.
Yes.
And I'm myself victim of it.
Yes.
And not once. 69, 85, 87, 90, 92 and 2002.
No, I know that,
So
Zafar bhai.
every single time my family, Now
but I'm
listen to me.
asking, I'm asking
but after
you
2002, that
about
11,
your
12
faith
years,
in the BJP, in Mr. Modi, when their intentions and what you're talking about now, their agenda, it's never been hidden. So it's very unfortunate that you now yourself feel persecuted and targeted, but some would say,
no.
This was, what's the, how is this surprising?
No. Vasu, you have to understand that Mr. Modi was Chief Minister of Gujarat and there are 50 lakhs Muslims. So my premise of dealing with Mr. Modi was that you tell me 50 lakhs Muslims of Gujarat, if they have problem every day, who they would talk to? They can't talk to Imran Khan. They can't talk to Musharraf. You have to talk. And now again, I'll bring that, and I've actually tweeted and tagged Mr. Modi on that. That you are also the Prime Minister of 20 crore Muslims of the country. He needs to intervene.
But on
he needs to intervene in this, and he needs to assuage the fear of the Muslims of the country.
Okay, just a second. I need to move on. Farah, I'm going to show him in a second. Farah, you wanted to quickly come in, yes?
I just want to ask Zafar something.
Yes.
Zafar, ab to bahishkar kar dijiye. These are, if you've made a mistake, you've made an error, at least now come out and say that, my God, I made a mistake. And these people are completely, this party, this politics, this communal politics that they are spearheading is against the interests of this country. And surely you, as an Indian Muslim, you're saying you're feeling discriminated today. You absolutely have no leg to stand on. Ab to bahishkar kar dijiye, Zafar.
I've never supported, you tell me. No. But Farah, I was never and I'm never ever member of BJP. I have never ever supported BJP. My dealing is with the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister. Today also is the Prime Minister of the country. So you tell me, whom will I talk to?
But
again, with this issue, I'll take to him.
But do you condemn?
It's not about supporting.
But do you feel that your supporting of him, or do you feel your admiration for him was a mistake? That's what she's asking. Will you now have the courage, or will you have the ability to condemn?
It's not about condemning. I want solution. So I will I'm not giving any justification. I know what I did. Farah doesn't know anything what was happening in Gujarat. There are 50 lakh
we don't want to make this.
They have so many problems. So we don't need people from Delhi to advise us how to live and how to conduct in Gujarat.
Okay, we don't want to make this. We don't want to make this acrimonious. Today is not acrimony. Shoaib, to you, I mean, in a sense, the same question, because we've seen quite a lot of reporting in Scroll, particularly, about how the community is trying to grapple with all of this. And I think what is fairly evident is that the assurances by the Home Minister, the government, and I think Mr. Amit Shah must have said this at least 10 times in the course of the debate, that look, Indian Muslims have nothing to fear, this has nothing to do with Indian Muslims, doesn't appear to have addressed those concerns.
No, so Vasu, I'll just make 3 points. One is, I'll agree with everyone here that there is a lot of anxiety bordering on panic in Muslim communities. Second is, it's a statement of fact, is we don't know what's going to happen. Whether whether there's going to be an NRC now, and just as a statement of fact, anything could happen right now, but we don't know what's going to happen. We saw what happened in the Assam NRC.
Sure.
So in the Assam NRC, it was a disaster. They couldn't do anything in the end. That is point number 2. Point number 3, when it comes to Amit Shah, now the thing is, I say this now sitting in Calcutta. Anytime the Home Minister, the Honorable Home Minister comes down to Calcutta, he makes it a point to connect the CAB to the NRC, right? This is the root of this panic, right? Whether it's based in anything real or not, we don't know, but it's based off this contention that Amit Shah is on record saying that हम पहले हिंदू शरणार्थी को identify करेंगे कैब के जरिए, and then we will do an NRC, and you can put 2 and 2 together to see which is the community that's left out of the cap. So I mean, this is the Home Minister sort of, because he knows in Bengal it's an electoral issue, sharp electoral issue in the next 1.5 years. So
it's that linking
this
which
is the root of the panic. So what he says in Parliament, it's linking. It's an explicit linking from the government, right? From the highest echelons of the government. I mean, Mr. Shah right now is probably right up there with Mr. Modi, right? It's a Modi-Shah government now.
I agree.
Modi government
in fact,
term 1 now it's a Modi-Shah government, right?
Right. In fact, even while giving an assurance in Parliament, and we'll just play that clip for you, even while giving an assurance in Parliament saying that Muslims don't have to worry, he actually goes on to say, are we to invite Muslims from around the world? Let's just listen to that.
बहुत बड़ी भ्रांति फैलाई जा रही है कि बिल माइनॉरिटी के खिलाफ, ये बिल विशेषकर मुस्लिम समुदाय के खिलाफ। मान्यवर, मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, जो इस देश के मुसलमान है, इसके लिए इस देश के अंदर कोई चर्चा का, कोई चिंता का सवाल ही नहीं है। वो नागरिक है, रहेंगे, उनको कोई प्रताड़ित नहीं। मगर आप चिंता किसकी कर रहे हो? किसकी चिंता कर रहे हो? पाकिस्तान से? क्या आप चाहते हो कि पाकिस्तान से भी जो मुसलमान यहाँ है इसको भी हम नागरिक बना दें? बांग्लादेश से जो मुसलमान आए इसको भी नागरिक बना दें? अफगानिस्तान से भी जो मुसलमान आए वो नागरिक बना दें? तो क्या कहना चाहते हो? पूरी दुनिया में से जो भी मुसलमान आएगा इसको हम यहाँ नागरिकता दे देंगे?
This is actually quite extraordinary. I mean, the idea that there is the natural homeland concept, which you see in Israel, never been the case in India.
So you see, this is,
and it's part of the same answer.
It's blatant. His statements are blatant in being communal. This CAB bill is blatantly communal. There is no argument on earth. And I have been arguing with members of or supporters of the BJP. Nobody is able to give a single justification for why Sri Lanka is not included, why Sri Lankan Tamils are out, and it's completely crystal clear. You want to single out 3 Muslim countries, focus on persecuted Hindus, so that you continue this narrative of the Hindu being persecuted by the Muslim. Right. That is the dominant narrative this entire script is all about.
What Zafar Sareshwala, very quickly, we're out of time.
The persecuted Hindus is just an excuse.
Yeah, Zafar Sareshwala, very quickly, we're running out of time. What could the government do now? Because you still have faith in Mr. Modi that he'll do something. The CAB genie is out of the bottle. What can you possibly do at this stage?
No, at least we can go and sit with him, because he is our Prime Minister.
No, but I'm saying
both the Prime Minister and the Home Minister.
No, give a solution.
Yes, no.
What would you like him to do? What would you like him to do?
Yes, I would like him to do something similar he did in Ahmedabad, when 3,000 Muslim families were left out of Sabarmati riverfront. They could not get houses. Even the courts did not accept those papers. Mr. Modi intervened and he made sure that each one got the house. So he can do it. And we will go to him we will impress upon him that he needs to intervene.
Okay, time is up. I am not quite sure how that draws as a parallel to the current predicament, because right now we are into the area of law, into the area of actually altering our very constitutional structure. But anyway, Let's see how it all pans out. But thank you all so much for joining us on the show and for watching. That's all on Reality Check. Good night.